Hello and welcome to Tea and Tickers Live. We're back. I'd like to thank all the other other YouTubers who have actually kept this seat warm while we've been away. Please shut the door after you. Thank you very much. So, what's been happening while I've been away? Well, allegedly, sales of the FXD have plummeted since a popular YouTuber got rid of theirs. And also, allegedly, the Moonwatch has actually grown in sales since a popular YouTuber bought one. Other news, a ex-sex worker, try saying that when you're pissed, lost a bag of watches worth 2 million quid. God, they must have been good at the job. And finally, a boxing promoter is looking to put on an event between a Greek and an Irishman. Trouble is, they can't find a venue big enough to hold their ego. So, on tonight's show, we have some special guests. First, we have watch entrepreneur Sam from Time on Her Hands. Good evening, Sam.
Hi. I don't know if I've been called an entrepreneur before. I quite like that.
And we have an American who's more British than me. His favourite band is British, the Spice Girls. Sorry, Queen. And we love him greatly. Hello, Brian.
I thought the rumor that you had been eaten by a pack of dogs was fairly close to what happened to you.
Yes, well, the pack of dogs, two of them are sitting below me asleep, and you would think that they've never actually eaten because they're always looking around for food. So, what I'm going to do, the reason I've come back tonight is because I was contacted by Kevin Roberts, friend of the show, from Red Bar Southeast, who asked if we could promote a special event that Red Bar are doing later in the year. So as Sam here is also part of the crew of Red Bar Southeast, I invited her on to tell us all about it. So, Sam, over to you.
Shall I kick off? Cool, wonderful, thank you. Yeah, really excited. Well, to be on, first of all, thank you. And yeah, so I'm sort of co-founder, I guess you'd say, of Red Bar Southeast. Although Kevin has done the majority of the work on this event, he's done a fantastic job. So it is on Saturday, the 16th of September, in Brighton. Open to all Red Bar members of all UK chapters, sort of set up by Red Bar Southeast. And we've got a Best of British event. So we've got 12 British brands coming in, exhibiting. We've got a wonderful space for them. I'm just going to list them very, very quickly. We have... That's the list there. We've got Anne Ordain, Christopher Ward, Elliot Brown, Farah, Fears, Helicon, Isotope, Schofield, Studio Underdog, Vertex, William Wood, and Zero West. So really exciting lineup. It's on from 1 p.m. till 6 p.m. Although I'd imagine we'll probably hit the bar after 6 p.m. I don't suppose there'll just be a kick out. And sort of starting at 1 p.m. means that if you did want to get to Brighton a bit early, wander around, look at some boutiques, look at some watch shops, I can certainly recommend some, and I'm sure there's lots of people online that can recommend some great little watch shops in Brighton. And then, as well as all the brands exhibiting, we've got Sam Kessler, editor of Oracle Time magazine, and he's going to be doing some Q&A panels throughout the day. Also, lots of like prizes, offers, and things like that from the brands. Free drink on arrival. There's an open bar during the day. I think food available during the day as well. So that's a lot of information in one go. But yeah, it should be a good day.
Excellent. Is there a website where they can go to look at all that? Is it Red Bar? The main Red Bar site will have the details on.
So not as such. So where it's open to members, and we like to sort of remain security conscious, I guess, for members.
Of course, yes. Yeah.
We would ask that people sign up to, if they're not signed up to if they're already signed up to their Red Bar chapter, they should have had the details sent out. If they haven't, then I would ask them to speak to their local chapter to resend the details. If you're not signed up, you can sign up to any local chapter. So we're Red Bar South East, but you've got London, Bristol, Leeds, Manchester, Oxford, Cambridge. I think there's Edinburgh, Glasgow. Anyway, you can sign up to your local chapter, usually via their Instagram page. So for us, if you go to @Redbar Southeast on Instagram, there's a little link. You can then sign up, and then we'll be sending out details from there.
Excellent. Okay. Now, do you have to be sponsored by somebody who's a member? Because I remember when I joined, Palm had to sort of like sponsor me, like, and is that what do you still have to do that? Do you have to know a member really to join?
Not as such. When you sign up, you're asked if you've got a name of a referring Red Bar member. That always helps.
Yeah.
If you've got if you've got a Watch Instagram, that helps. And any other kind of like online accounts or an online watch presence. We just kind of check that and make sure kind of you say who you say you are, who you say you are. If you don't have anything like that and you leave all the fields blank, then we usually just sort of send an email saying, can you send us a little bit more information?
Yeah.
Tickers.
Excellent.
Tickers, in your case, you needed somebody to sponsor you.
Yeah, of course.
Dodgy.
Yes.
We'd heard about him.
Absolutely. Okay, so I have to say, by the way, thank you to our two mods tonight, Chili Badger and Ian Nicholson. And it's a happy birthday to Mr. Badger.
Oh.
Chili Badger's father is apparently 90 this week.
Wow.
It's a great old age. Great. You've now reached the same age as Brian. Well done, Mr. Badger. Congratulations. Thank you. I just sort of say thank you.
You better hurry up. It's time for me to go to bed. Hurry up.
Absolutely. So, I've got a few things I want to talk about tonight. As you can imagine, a few watches. First one, excuse me if I'm a bit rusty, by the way, everybody. As you know, I have been out of the saddle for quite a bit, bringing up the dogs, but everything is good. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is this new FXD. Now, as you probably know, I did get rid of my FXD, and the reason I got rid of my FXD was because I wanted a Moonwatch. There's my Moonwatch with a Fratello strap, given to me by RJ from Fratello Watches, friend of the show. And I didn't have a load of income to be able to buy a shed load of watches. And what I don't like about this FXD is all they've done is they've kept all the FXD elements. I like the FXD because I thought it was something that the Marine Nationale had specified for a watch that they wanted to use, like the fixed lugs, the outside of the bezel is very prominent, so you can grip it with gloves, and then of course the markings on the bezel, and they've just kept all that and just put a different movement in it, or just added stuff on to it. It's not, to me, the FXD was special for the Marine Nationale. And I think if I still had my FXD, I would have still been annoyed about it. What's the panel's thoughts on this new FXD? Are we fans?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get hands on with one. I quite liked it. Sorry.
Okay,
very,
that's fine.
very,
That's
very
fine.
loud.
You're not allowed.
Yeah. The only thing is that for me, I'm not a huge fan of a NATO, so the FXD is not. Wouldn't appeal to me personally, but seeing it on the wrist of someone else, I thought it was quite a handsome watch and quite a nice color scheme as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against them doing it. It's a good looking watch, but I just think that all the elements of the FXD they've kept in and just shoved on it. It's not special anymore.
Yeah,
you know, because they've kept all those elements and not even taken one away. They've kept them all and then added stuff on it. What do you think about it, Brian, being a Pelagos guy?
I don't care. No,
Of course, yes. It's watching it. You don't.
no,
Care.
no. It's a Tudor. It's a
Oh,
Tudor.
it's not. Oh, it's Tudor, isn't it? Not Swatch.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm thinking about that. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
you don't care about Tudor either, do you?
No, I do. I've got two.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got the special edition Pelagos that they did for our watch club, and then I've got that
yeah.
that greenish one that they did for that big department store in London.
Oh, yes.
Very
I forgot about
handsome
that one.
watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, of course it is. Yes.
for me personally, and I like what Sam said. I love the way it looks. I hate the way a double pass NATO feels on me. It just feels like I'm trying to balance a stack of books on my wrist, and I would never. Yeah, I say never, but I have one or two that are double pass NATOs, and they're just not comfortable for me. They're just too big. I like the color scheme of the one that they did for the yacht racing team, the variation,
Yeah.
the Alinghi team one, but that's just simply the color scheme, and I still wouldn't buy one.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, but I like the way it looks on other people. So have at it, other people.
Okay, but the production of the show's gone all over the place. We expect with you. I forgot to say what's on your wrist, guys. What you wearing, Sam?
I am wearing the original OG Hublot service watch, not the new one, the original one.
Oh yes,
and I just had
yes, that's a favour yours.
I just had a really quick look on Chrono24 out of curiosity, because when I got this, they were like £300, and now there's only one on there at £1,200. So I'm not selling it. It says not for sale. I'm not selling it, but it's, yeah, it makes me chuckle
excellent. Wow.
Yeah, shut up.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, your lordship tickers, but your watch. Well, I'll take this off because it's easier to show, but your watch may have gone to the moon, or one of its friends may have gone to the moon, but I've had a 1 week love affair with my watch that came from outer space.
Very cool.
Look at that.
That's
1 beautiful
week.
that. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah, she's so shiny.
Yeah, and a nice weight, I guess, to it as well.
Yeah, 218 grams.
Wow.
Not that I weighed it. I did.
Yeah.
So of course, I have the the proper moon watch, as far as I'm concerned. The one with the Hesalite crystal. Definitely, I do like this watch.
Yeah.
100%.
The strap looks good on it as well.
Yeah. The next thing I want to ask is, guys, what's on your radar? Personally, what's coming up watch-wise? Have you got anything? I know that you've got vast amounts of stock in your arsenal there.
I know.
Stuff that you're selling that you could just turn around and say, do you know what? I'll bloody have that. I won't sell it.
There might have been like when I prepared earlier. Actually, I should have set it to time. This one is probably my favourite that I do want to keep. Is the Moser. I can't quite get the green there.
Let me just do your full screen again, love, so you can see that. That is nice. That is
just the green just changes. It's not very
wow.
Good, but,
is that one that's come in to sell and you've decided now that you'd like to buy it yourself?
No, it's one that is currently for sale, but the client has given me permission to wear it if I'm like going to an event, so I'm just wearing it.
Oh wow! Wow!
Could you
just buy it? Don't you want to buy it yourself?
It's a little bit more than I can justify, unfortunately.
Okay.
But it's the tagline for Moser is very rare. It's a limited edition, so it's like a very rare Moser.
Wow. So how much is that for sale? How much you selling?
I think it was. I should have had it to hand. I think it's 16,750.
I was going to say about 15, 16 grand. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. A bit rich for me as well.
But, it's
okay.
Gorgeous. I love it.
And the longer it stays on Sam's wrist, the more the value goes up.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yes, exactly.
I put it on one of my old Bremont straps as well. So the original strap and the bracelet are the watch. The bracelet's got a little bit of wear, but the original straps are worn, and the watch.
And because it's been on the Tickers show, then it's going to be, you know.
What?
Yes, so Ray, Sam doesn't like to promote her business. She feels she doesn't, and I want her to do because she's got a great business. And a friend of mine has sold 5 or 6 watches. How many watches has Graham sold with you?
It probably is about 5 or 6.
About 5 or 6 watches. My friend, I recommended. Yeah, I recommended Sam to my friend Graham, and she's sold all his watches for him. So, get in touch with Sam. I'll pass the details on if you want. If you want to do some business, absolutely, that can happen.
Yeah, happy to do that. I don't wear all of the
No
watches
problem.
that I sell.
No problem at all. Okay, Brian, what's on your radar?
I may have stuff on the radar, but my ammunition is severely depleted recently. I can't.
Really? That's never happening. You've got an open closet full of watches, you.
Well, unless you become the chancellor of the exchequer and start sending me some pounds, I'm in trouble for a while.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But I'm still looking for a 1989-1990 GMT Master 2 Coke on Jubilee. Been looking for a good example at the right price there, and I'm always looking to consolidate and maybe upgrade and wiggle and move. And then of course, companies come out with, like I said before, the 3 sexiest letters in watch world to me are GMT, and then I just get all excited. So yeah, I'd like
TNT for tea and tickers myself, but never mind.
No, you're not getting
Have you tried that Rolex place in Burlington Arcade? Have you tried? They've got absolutely shed loads in the window.
By year, yeah.
By year. Have you tried them?
Yeah, unfortunately, they have a great display. I've never talked to them because I saw their prices, and I know that they're Burlington Arcade high street prices. And I am naturally born Jewish and bar mitzvahed and do not pay high street prices. So sorry.
Remember, don't ever go in there and ask them though to have a look at their book that they sell, because
they'll run you out the door.
Yeah. And then you just send an email to complain about it, and they send you a free book.
Yeah. Well,
that
do you visit the UK often, Brian?
More often than I should.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Yeah, more often than is safe for the king and country. Yes.
Yeah, he comes. I just This guy came over specifically to see me last year. He came under the radar and came to McDonald's on a Sunday in London.
We were going to do this whole big surprise thing, and Parm and I are WhatsApping back and forth on where to meet. And of all places, where do they want to meet an American in London? McDonald's.
They want to make you feel at home.
Yeah, so I disappeared to the bathroom. Sorry, toilet. For Brian's benefit, disappeared to the bathroom, and then I came back, and he's there. He goes, "Hey, Johnny." Oh, God, it's Brian. Brilliant. And then, actually, nobody knows this, but I met up with Brian 3 or 4 weeks ago in Brighton. He came over for his good lady wife went on a holiday.
Yeah, so I went wandering around Europe, and part of my wander was a stop in Brighton, and then a day in London. Then walked into Harrods, and they had the Black Bay Tudor Harrods edition, and
you got it there and then.
Yeah. So that's why that was only 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I spent that money, and then I bought this, and I'm in trouble. So,
but he wanted to keep it under the radar, so I took a day off work, and I took the 2 dogs because he wanted to see. He said, "Look, if you don't bring the dogs with you, you just don't bother coming."
Yeah.
He wanted to see the dogs, not me. So I took the dogs on their first train ride. And
the dogs did fine. Tickers here got a little nervous on the train.
Well, I began to wonder what they were up to, basically. But it was, it was brilliant. It was good.
Yeah. And I am on the list for the new 2-tone GMT on Jubilee. The new 2-tone Rolex. But other than that, I have nothing special. Oh,
Okay, the fourth guest has now arrived. A gentleman who puts his hand in his pocket more times than a man should. Patrick from Pocket Watch Time. Hello,
Hey, everybody.
Patrick. How you doing?
Sorry I'm
Oh.
late. I had to do a doctor's appointment, and I'm calling in the shade of my car because I wasn't going to make it in time for this inaugural relaunch, and I had to come join.
If you've just done an examination, I hope you've washed your hands, Patrick. Yes. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, so while you're here, what's on the wrist?
I am doing absolutely horrible today. I have no watch and no wedding ring. I am.
Right.
bad.
It was that kind of examination, was it? Right. Okay, I understand that. Okay.
So no, it was a day of running around to get places because it's grandma's birthday today, and just we had to go pick up a cake. So just a lot of back and forth. So a busy Tuesday of all days.
Okay. And what's on your radar? What's the next watch that you're looking at getting?
I mean, what I'm really hoping to get is probably unrealistic, but if I was to be as lucky as Brian and get as much love as he does, I have my name on the Rolex AD for the Green Sky Dweller.
ooh.
And I have my name on there for the Titanium Yachtmaster.
Ooh.
Whoa! Just let me
good.
say, friend of the show, Muhammad Ali. £99.99 super chat. Welcome back. Great show and panel. Thank you so much. This guy has been a massive supporter of the show from day one. And you continue. Thank you so much, Muhammad Ali. You
Absolutely.
are
Wonderful, Mo.
continuing to be the legend. We've met him a few times, all of us. Proper friend of the show. Thank you so much.
I'm sending him a secret signal. only Muhammad Ali will know.
So, I've got a couple of watches on the way. The radar had been pinging.
Uh-oh.
So I'm actually not going to say it was because I'm going to do some unboxing, you see. So I've got a friend of the show who has sent me a watch. I've not paid for it yet. And when I get it, if I like it, I'll buy it or I'll send him back. But as I've already bought 2 straps for it and it hasn't arrived yet, I'm probably going to end up having it. And then the radar went off massively today on something else I've been after. So that's going to be on its way soon as well.
Do we get any hints?
Do you get any hints? No. Sorry.
What size are the straps?
Oh,
Lovely.
nice. Subtle.
Ooh.
Well, for
Right.
John, the straps are short. We know that.
Yes. Okay, the one that's coming
Lovely.
from a friend of the show is 24 mil.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
But it's not Panerai.
I was going to say.
Yes, before you say it, it's not Panerai. That's 24 mil. There you go.
Hmm.
24.
Well.
Are we going to have to worry about Ronnie and Reggie getting food?
Oh no,
Okay.
no, absolutely. I would starve before the craze go without food.
Okay.
Brian, he's still
Absolutely.
10 toes, so he can just chop them off and give them away as a nibble every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I have 10 fingers and 10 toes and other digits. So the dogs can the dogs will be fed well. Trust me.
Having met them, I think they would start with his face, though.
Oh, the cuties.
Bless.
A 24
they are.
millimeter strap monster. And are we getting the size of the second watch?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't bought a strap for the second watch. The second watch, I think it's about 4. I think it's 41, 42. The second watch, the first watch is probably near enough brand new, if not a few months old. The second watch is very early 2000s.
I think. 24 mil lugs throw me.
Yeah, that throws me for a loop too. I mean,
Yeah.
and the fact that you bought multiple straps makes me think it's a strap monster. So what kind of watch?
Oh
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
strap monster with 24 lugs that isn't a Panerai.
Yeah. I can like a Breitling?
No.
No. Okay. All
There were
right.
some good guesses there. This is quite
Hang
good.
on,
This.
I'm
First of
gonna
all,
let's load up Chrono 24 and see if we can filter by lug width.
Yeah.
Rene de la Palms, £2.49 or €2.49. Thank you, Ray. Dog Food Fund. Yes, I think that would they'll enjoy that, won't they? Get some treats for them. Yes, I've only booked them in for a dog group. They're both a year old on September the 28th, so I've booked them in for a dog grooming session, both of them.
Aw.
Full pampering
A
session.
birthday.
Yeah, for a birthday treat. So we got some guesses. We're going to go through the guesses here. We've got quite a few people guessing on this one. Okay, so a U-boat. No, not a U-boat. An Amiga, 24 mil an Amiga. Is that? Oh well, no, it's not a Plo Prof, so anything like that. So I don't know. If that's 24
You would
mil.
fall. You would
that's-
fall. You'd fall over sideways if you had to wear a Plo Prof.
I can rock a Pro Prof.
I like
I've
them.
tried poles.
yeah.
Tried poles on. Is it an AP?
AP.
No, I don't think an AP was 24 mil, but is it? No, it's not AP. No. Rennie says a Tudor. No, there's a Tudor. Come on, what are you thinking, man? They're not 24 mil, are they? No, David. No, definitely not Plo Prof. Let's have a look. And what's one of them? Any idea?
I
A
think it's
Breitling
supposed to be
Avenger.
Breitling Avenger.
Oh, Breitling Avenger. Sorry, I knew Miss Breitling up there would know. No, it's not Breitling, no. Something military based. You are kind of correct there in a way. Yes.
Or what about like a Hamilton?
No, I already have one in stock, but it's not Hamilton now.
Okay.
Give you a clue. It's a dive watch. It's a dive watch, and they are known to be used by divers. It may be personal use, as in they've bought it themselves to use it. Sorry? What was that? What did you say, Sam? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, maybe her audio is out. I don't know.
I said a glycine.
Oh, glycine.
No. No.
Lost me. Have you lost me? Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah,
Yeah.
not glycine. No. Definitely not Breitling. A few people are saying blindness. Luminox. Well done, Holman. It's not Luminox. I already have a Luminox in stock. That's 23. That's 23 mil of Luminox. I've got a Luminox. Definitely not Breitling. My age, Cartier. no,
Yeah. Lug width, I think.
Don't know. I said it's no. No, he put that. He threw that in before I said it was a dive watch. But no, it's not Cartier. Let's have a look what Chili says. CW. Is that as in Christopher Ward? No, it's not Christopher Ward.
I'm looking up watch specs. Hang on.
I'm gonna say I'm in my car. I
Why
can't
you?
Google, so I'm stuck.
It's not a Zane.
You have an Elliot Brown coming.
No, I haven't done it. No, an Elliot Brown's a more. I've already got an Elliot Brown. I've got the best Elliot Brown, the one that's issued to the SBS. So no, I already have one of them.
Brown.
I mean, that was a pretty good guess, Brian. I've never even heard of it. So
That's because you didn't go to the Watch Pro London show and go to McDonald's for breakfast.
Okay, Marathon, no. Doctor Military, no, not Doctor. Okay, it's a big watch, Ian Nicholson. Yeah, well, come and look at me. Even a 36 mil is a big watch to me, isn't it? You know.
You've converted a grandfather clock into a wristwatch.
Yes. Okay, well, I'm not going to give any. I'm not going to say anything more
Yeah.
because
Or a pocket watch.
a lot of you will get it fairly quickly even by the packaging. That's all I'm going to say.
Mhm. Well, just means we have to wait for the unboxing.
You ready for the unboxing? Yes. Not a Planet Ocean, not a Rolex Deep Sea, Victorinox, no. Doctor Army, no. Loomtech, no.
It's
No,
the
not Doctor.
it's the Flick Flack Hello Kitty Divers Edition.
Do you know what? Some faker's got it, so we're going to have to blow it on her. Someone's got it. Well done. It is a Citizen Aqualand Shamba battery.
A Citizen Aqualand. Huh.
It's an Aqualand. It's a Citizen Aqualand. It's the Pro. It's the
Oh.
Pro Master Aqualand. I have an older version, but it's a newer version. With a blue dial. It's quartz with the LCD display at the top.
All right. Well,
And-
Shamba with the win.
Dang.
Well done. Well done. Doesn't mean I'm sending you the watch. Yeah, so you'd be able to get it anyhow when you unboxed it because it comes in a big cylinder, a bit like a bit like an air tank sort of thing. It comes so somebody like Shamba or somebody would actually guess. So yeah, that's been sent over by Miami Sam from Orlando, friend of the show.
Heavy Sam from Orlando.
Yeah. Yes. So who's British? Yeah. So he sent it over. So he was selling it. He said, "Look," he said, "don't pay me for it now. Send it over to you. See what you like about it. And if you like it, me, it's a dive watch, and I like them. I like a dive watch with a blue dial. What is there not to like? As far as I like. So try it on, and I've already got a blue ND limit strap for it, the one that has all the dive stuff on it. It's a proper dive strap, and just to pee people off, a NATO as well, 24-inch NATO.
Nice.
I've got, so I'll probably end up with buying a watch anyhow because I don't have any other 24mm watches, but I'm definitely not giving any clues about the second watch that's coming. You'll have to wait.
Well, you
Otherwise,
told
I
us
won't have any unboxings of it.
it's 2000 era, so it's
About that, yeah. It's all well. It could be anything, couldn't it?
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but at least
Yeah,
you know
I'm not
it's a
giving
little bit
any more clues whatsoever.
Neo
to wait
vintage,
for the
Neo
unboxing.
vintage.
It's an iced out Frank Mueller.
Damn.
Nice.
Got it.
Right. So we're just going to discuss something else now. Another watch. Okay. So even though this is my live show, I did a pre-record which went out at 3:00 this afternoon, a few hours ago. I did that with Brian and Patrick, and we discussed 2 new Christopher Wards. The model per se isn't new, but there's kind of new colours, and I think look fairly nice. So please head over and have a look at that video. And the 2 watches that came out are these 2, which is on the left a Dragonfly Blue GMT.
Yeah.
So that triggers Brian there because for his 3 favourite words, GMT. And on the right we have a Mulberry Red Sealander 36mm. Now a lot of people said too small. Now I don't even remember. I got on loan a 36mm green dialed Sealander, and it was a very nice watch. It seemed to be bigger than 36mm. It was very nice. And these are on the new bracelet. And the new bracelet has got, hopefully they've got pictures of it here, has got a butterfly clasp. Let's just hope. No, they haven't got the pictures of the butterfly. They must have got they got these pictures from Christopher Ward. And the new bracelet has got a butterfly clasp on it, which I think is very nice. Very similar to the 12. So they are quite nice. So what do the... everyone knows that I've got the thing about Christopher Ward. The videos seem to do well for me, and I like the stuff they do. So, what does the audience think of these 2 new Christopher Wards? Let's have some reaction, people. Actually, Sam, what do you think of them?
Yeah, really like them. To be honest, I was never a massive Christopher Ward fan. I'm more Team Bremont, but they are growing on me, and yeah, really good value for money. And that blue dial I really like. And I think, like you say, 36 mil. I think watches are going that little bit smaller. 36 mil Explorer. I think more people are wearing and enjoying. So yeah, it's probably a good move for them. The red, I'm not so keen on the color of the red, but good looking watches.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
Well, I'm
what else
surprised
is
to hear that you're not a fan of the red. I don't know. I personally think the red's kind of a pretty cool color. It's my favorite of the bunch. Brian's having a heart attack right now, but
I'm surprised you like the red.
I mean, I don't think there's enough red watches out there in the world. So to me, it gives that watch more personality, because blue you see everywhere. With the red, it just gives it a little bit of a sparkle that is refreshing. And I think the big winner over both watches though is just the bracelet. I think their Jubilee Wannabe is a really, really nice looking bracelet.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's called a Consort bracelet. Now, next we have up
Oh,
these
that's
new
right.
Hamiltons.
I asked if its first name was Camilla.
Oh yes. So,
Yeah.
what do we think of these new Hamilton Jazzmaster guys, Skeleton? What do we all think of them?
I don't know if I'm getting motion sick or if I'm just vomiting because of the watch, but one of them is true.
I believe both.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I am not a fan of that. It is pretty
No.
ugly.
Yeah, I don't know what all the it's just gold all over it, isn't it? It's just not impressed.
I mean,
at all.
I'm not a fan of a skeleton dial, but Hamilton have been doing them for a very long time and continue to do them. So there must be a market for them that they
really
fulfill.
it's just I don't take Hamilton. This is we had a good. I remember we did a show on Hamilton. I think a year ago or so. I think we crucified them. I think what I remember. I think Brian, were you on the show when we went through the Hamilton range?
Well, all I have to say is Swatch Group.
Okay. I mean, okay. I mean, the Khaki Field is a fantastic watch. The Hamilton Khaki Field is a superb watch, and I've got one. But
This is not a watch for a watch enthusiast. This is a watch for somebody who wants to look flashy and doesn't care what time it is because you can't tell anyway, and it's going to break on you. So what does it matter?
yeah, it does look like something you could pick up on, Amazon for somebody who doesn't like watches. Or somebody buys it for an 18th birthday.
Yeah, I was gonna say
for somebody who I think that some would like it. I bought a new watch because they're interested in watches.
Yeah. Out of the pictures there, it does look a little bit better on the non-metal bracelet. At least it sort of ties in, but that one you showed on their form of a Jubilee, I think that's the worst of the bunch. It just it looks like something you'd buy out of a little quarter machine on the side of the road.
Yeah.
It's not a good look, is it? It's definitely not a good look.
No,
I think we'll.
I would sooner have a naked wrist than wear one of those.
Yeah, they're bringing on vomit tendencies, so I think I want to stop there and show you something. Now, the next watch I'm gonna discuss is a Nevada Grecian have just come out with this, which is what they call a Paul Newman. What do we all think of this?
Can I be brutally honest here?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
This is exactly what the world needed right now. Another retro relaunch of another chronograph. Oh boy, that's rare. Wow.
Yeah. And it's
Ooh.
just, and all they do, they give it cream subdials, and immediately it's a Paul Newman. You know what I mean? There's nothing else that resembles the classic Paul Newman chronograph that we all know and love at all.
Yeah.
They're calling it the Paul Newman.
Oh yes, it's called
Yeah.
the Werner Grenchen Chrono King Paul Newman.
Do you think they just kind of like 3 years ago saw stuff that sold at auction and it's just taken them 3 years to into market?
I don't know,
We're going to
because
see a Cartier crash from them in next year.
Fratello did a Werner Grenchen collab. They launched it when we were over there, and we filmed it and we put it up there, and they were nice. They were some chronographs, and they were classic racing chronographs. Please go back, guys, and have a look at the Werner Grenchen video on the channel, and they were nice, but these aren't. This isn't nice as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
That orange and that cream doesn't go together at all. That orange just doesn't go with it. It might be better if they got rid of the orange slightly.
See, I was going to say just the opposite. I'm going to be the rare kind of version of me. And even though I don't like chronographs, and I completely agree, if you're an old brand that isn't a brand anymore, I don't want you to come back. Just choose a new name. Don't lie to me and say that you're an old brand, though you're 3 weeks old. I actually think the orange pop gives this watch some personality. So, to me, my love or hate for this watch would really be dictated by the price. If this thing's over, $1,000, over $1,500, absolute no. But if it's an inexpensive way to get into a somewhat higher end wannabe Daytona, then I'm not at least mad at them. Like, would I buy it? No, but at least there's a place for them in the watch world. If this is some overpriced piece of garbage, then I'm still mad at them, and I'm gonna go no.
What movement do you think's in it?
It's a Miyota.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Seiko.
Yeah.
Right. No, it is a Mecha Quartz.
Oh, okay. We're done. Next.
We're done. Yeah. It's It's Seiko VK64 Mecha Quartz.
Great.
Okay.
So that means that it's a Seiko movement for 3 times the price. You can get the same Seiko.
I'm going to say now the price better be $750 or less.
$479 US.
Okay. I mean, I'm not too mad at that. I mean, as I said, it is reasonably priced for what it looks like. As I said, still don't like it, still wouldn't buy it, but I'm not as mad at it, because there do need to be some watches out there for people who don't want to spend a fortune. And, I think the looks of it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I have a bit of a rule. Like, if I saw somebody, in a petrol station wearing it, would I look across and be like, yeah, okay, I like that? And I probably would. Like, I wouldn't buy it for myself, but if I saw someone wearing it, I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's got a bit of personality.
Sam, I'm 100% with you. That's kind of exactly, let's say, my radar for it. Like, it's not for me 100%, but if I saw someone in the room, would I take a second look and be like, oh, okay. And
it would be, it would be perfect to wear when you're in your orange jumpsuit while you're working on the side of the road or you've escaped from prison. It'll match great.
Yeah. Yes. So, finally, before we close off, I take it you've all heard about the Sellita factory, have you?
Yep, blew the roof.
Yes. Yeah, the roof came. So anybody who actually didn't know, the roof got blown off the Sellita factory last week with a hurricane. So they're still running. It hasn't completely taken the building out, but they're going to be back up and running by the end of August. But it's going to cause an issue for anybody wanting to buy a brand new watch, which has a Sellita movement in.
Well, they shut down normally for the month of August, so why is it going to cause an issue?
I think, well,
True.
the reports I heard are that it probably is likely to take longer than 2 weeks to put the roof back on. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Jay
just
Grace
hoping it
said a
means-
hurricane in Sweden. I think it was. I'm sure. Was it a
Well,
hurricane?
the price of
Sorry. I think it was a
typhoon.
hurricane. from what
Apparently,
I
the
heard.
price of movements shot up. So
I mean,
Patrick's not familiar with hurricanes where he lives. Not at all.
Hey, don't jinx me. We've had a really good decade.
no. So tornado. My apologies. Okay, I'm not used to either. Living in
Yeah.
urban
Well,
Kent.
maybe this accident will bring the hype train up for all of my watches that have a Sellita movement. So when they're 8 times the retail price, you know,
Yeah.
what? I'll be able to afford a Meteorite Pepsi.
I was saying today to one of my friends that I think the second-hand value of Christopher Ward's will go up because if somebody manages to get one of the new models just before that's coming out, because we had a few recently, had a bronze one a couple of weeks ago, and you've got these now. If someone managed to get hold of them and then they want to they flip it, somebody ain't going to be able to buy a new one from the factory from Christopher Ward for ages. If they wait for movements, there'll be a big backlog of movements. So I think they'll hold the value on the second-hand market, and that'll go to lots of watches which have Sellita movements.
I'm sorry. Having a big backlog of movements makes me think they need to eat more salads or something.
Yes, that's right. Prunes, guys.
Yeah.
Prunes.
Well, a
And
lot
on
of the
that
smaller-
bombshell.
Okay.
Sorry, Sam.
I was just going to say very quickly, a lot of the smaller brands, they probably don't buy movements from Sellita directly. It probably goes through a third agent. So that's probably shoot up demand and price as well, I could imagine.
Yes. Excellent.
okay.
And on that bombshell, I shall say good night to everybody. Thank you to my wonderful, wonderful guests. Thank you to Sam. Thank you to Brian. And thank you to Patrick.
To the tardy.
Thank you everybody for thank you everybody for joining in and getting involved with the comments. Thank you so much for welcoming me back. It's very nice to be back.
Super chat.
And thank you for all the super chat. And we have another super chat to close. We have Finchy. Hey up, Finchy. £2. Is it pronounced Christian Ward? Yes, Finchy. That boat has sailed, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, and we shall definitely see you next week. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We do have an
Good night,
exit
everybody.
to play. Good night, everybody. Thank you.